Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to take a look at what is probably the most crucial piece of any home theater, and that's the seats. That's right, the seats. In your theater, the picture, the sound, none of that stuff matters if you're not comfortable. And today we're going to find out if this Weilianda set of home theater seats is the right mix of luxury and comfort, or is it just another set of overhyped seats? So stick around and I'm going to tell you all about it.
Before we get started, if you're into tech, hi-fi, or movies, be sure to push the subscribe button for new weekly videos.
First up, let's talk about the unboxing experience. So each of your seats is going to arrive in its own box. Inside of the box, you'll find two pieces, the base and the back. They're not assembled. You'll have to do that, and I'll show you how to do it. It's really easy, but all of the pieces are in there. Now let's talk about setup and placement. It's super duper easy. So you simply unbox your two pieces, set your base where you want it to be, and then the backrest will slide onto the two posts and click into place. You'll connect your power lead, and that's it. You're done. The seat is connected. Also inside of the box, you'll find all the accessories that you need. The power brick is actually pre-attached and it'll be on the rear of the bottom base. And then inside of the armrest, you'll find a tray table. The tray table comes in two pieces. You have the actual tray itself, as well as the metal post that you use to attach to the chair that lets this swivel. There's also a wrench to tighten this up. Now, the tray table has a secret feature. I don't know, this little piece pops out. You can use this as a cup holder if you have this covering up your cup holder, or you can put whatever you'd like in here. So it's a nice little feature that you don't necessarily find on other tray tables. As you can see, we have all four seats assembled now. That's super easy. Well, the last piece is figuring out how to keep these things from sliding around. Now, out of the box, you just push them together, and for the most part, they'll stay. But to really be sure that you're going to be in one spot, they have these connecting plates, and you'll put one on each chair, and then they slide in. And this is what keeps them locked into position so that they don't move, especially during those exciting movies where you really get into it, right? So we're going to go ahead and install these. You'll need 3 sets if you have 4 seats like me, so it's 1 set less than the number of seats that you have. And let's go ahead and get these put on. My seats, none of them came with that plate inside of the box. I had to reach out to the company and they sent those to me quite quickly. So if yours don't come with plates, and I don't think any of them actually come with plates inside, you'll want to go ahead and reach out to Weilianda and get those sent to you, because without those, these will slide around, and those plates are super duper important for giving you that nice solid feel for a row of 2 or more. Now let's talk about features. These chairs have pretty much every feature that you would expect at this price point, and maybe even a few that you don't expect. Not only do you get a USB-A, but you also get USB-C. And as we know, everything's going C, so those A's will one day be gone, but right now it's nice to have both of those available. Features are nice, but if the seats aren't comfortable, none of that really matters. So let's talk about the comfort of the seat just a little bit. So one thing I noticed is that these are pretty firm, right? So you don't sink in too far. Now I'm 250 pounds and they give me plenty of support. One feature these don't have is a powered lumbar. So if that's something that you need, these might not be for you. From my perspective, I never actually use power lumbar, so I've got another set of seats for another vendor, and I always keep the lumbar at the lowest possible setting. If you need that though, these don't have it. From a use point of view, these allow you to get into pretty much any position that you'd like using both the power recline and the power headrest. And for me, the power headrest is really the secret sauce for any chair. Now you see me in the fully reclined position. So this is all the way reclined with the headrest all the way up. I typically don't watch movies this much reclined, but this kind of shows you the full range of motion that the seat has. Now, one thing also from a comfort perspective to keep in mind is that these seats are a little bit narrower than some of the others that you will find on the market, and that will only really make a difference to you if you really need it to make a difference to you, right? So for me, I'm about 250, 6 foot tall, and I fit no problem. So I have a little bit of extra space on either side. If you're smaller than me, then you'll have no problems whatsoever. But if you're much bigger than 6 foot, 250, if you're in the 275 range, and maybe if you're in the 6'2" or maybe 6'3" or taller range, these seats might be on the smaller side for you. So I'd recommend finding something a little bit larger. Another thing to consider is the width of your room. I need 4 seats in this room, and by doing a love seat in the middle without the armrest, this allows me to have enough space in the room to get around to the sides to get to the rear if I need to. With the larger set of seats that I have, the side space for me to walk in my room is really limited. So I do like this slightly smaller set of seats that still provides enough comfort for me. From a materials point of view, the leather is what they refer to as top grain leather. I really don't know what that means. However, it does have a nice supple feel to it. And there's memory foam underneath of the leather. So the seat does conform to you quite well when you sit down. And it's actually surprisingly comfortable at the price point. These are coming in for the set of 4 at $2,500, which is a really aggressive price point. You find seats much more expensive out there, and these are quite comfortable and have a lot of features for that amount of money. As you can see, these have what I kind of consider the traditional diamond stitching pattern. So it does give a really nice look to the seat as opposed to having the smooth cushions. So I do believe that is a step up, and that's included in the low price. That's not extra special. From a color perspective, this is all black, obviously, but you can order these in different color combinations. So they have solid colors on hand and ready, and you can do a custom order where you could do black with maybe red accent, which for me would be really awesome. Maybe a black with an orange accent, because I love orange, would look really good in my room. However, if you want that nice dark color so that you can have that dark theater, black is going to be the way to go. On the control panel, you have your 2 USB ports, a LED on and off button, and this lights up the edge of the bottom of the seat plus the ring around the cup holder. This is only in blue. There's no additional colors here, so you get that color only. And then you have the rocker switches for recline and for your headrest. One item to note about the tray table is that when you want to take this out of service and store it, this will fit in. However, with the bar on, it doesn't close. So the only way to really store this away is to remove this bar. So you'll either want to leave them not super tight so that you can use your fingers to screw that off and then store it away, or you'll need to use the included wrench, and each one of these does have an included wrench. It would have been nice if this would store away without having to remove the post. However, you can't do that. So that's one of the few knocks that I have on this set, is that you just can't store this without removing the post. If you're interested in purchasing these, the easiest way is to purchase these on Amazon. Amazon will handle everything, including returns if you need to. Another thing to be conscious of is that they do go on sale from time to time. Like right now, they're on Black Friday sale for $2,500. So the company does understand Americans' buying kind of strategy and the way we're programmed to look for sales. So keep your eye out if you're interested in the set, because they do go on sale from time to time. So now let's talk about what I think about these seats. So let's start out with quality first. So the materials feel really good, and I've put maybe 15 hours of watch time on the seats, and they still feel just as good as they did on day one. I can't predict what the future will be in 5 years from now, but so far so good, no issues there. From a features point of view, I'm happy with the recline, happy with the headrest. The seats feel strong when I recline in them. They don't feel like they're going to move around. They don't feel flimsy. So they do what I want them to do. Now, are the seats exactly perfect? No, there are a few things that I will call out that I really don't like about the seat, but I don't like these things about any seat, so they're not specific to Weilianda. But one, I don't like how when the lights are completely out in the room, the LEDs for the USB ports, those are on all the time. There's no way to turn those off. And they do create a pattern throughout the room that you can see. It's very faint, but it's still there. It would be nice if the light on-off switch that controls the lights on the base and the cup holders also control the lights on the USB plugs, so that you can completely turn the lights out all the way on the set of seats. The next item are the tray tables. So I've already called out that they won't stow away without removing the post, so that's annoying. Now, truthfully, we don't ever use the tray tables for anything, so they stay stowed away at all times for us. But if you are a group that maybe will bring food down and that kind of thing, then you'll want to consider that, because that is some extra time where you have to put things together and take it apart for setup and breakdown as you get ready to watch a movie or you finish a movie. The last piece that I don't particularly like is the lack of connecting rods included in the box. I can understand maybe that's kind of a cost-cutting situation, but it would be nice if they just went ahead and included them in the box so that you didn't have to take that extra step to ask for them. Now, once you get them, it's very easy, as I showed you already, how to put these together and connect the seats, but it would be nice if those were already included. So that brings us to the end of my Weilianda Home Theater seating review. These seats overall, I think, are an excellent value at $2,500 for a row of 4 that includes power recline, power headrest, tray tables with the hidden little cup holder, full cup holders, and USB A and C. I think that's an outstanding deal. And if you compare that to other seats on the market, I think you'll see that that's a very attractive price point, particularly for what you get. Now, the question is, how will these hold up over 5 years? I don't know, but if they do hold up well, then you've made a really, really good investment. And maybe I'll check back in a while and let you know how things are going. But so far, so good with these seats. I really like them. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, ring the bell, do all the things. Now, there's also going to be a video down in the corner. Give that one a shot. I think you'll like it as well. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.